What would you give up for the one you love? This Christmas, a young couple trades their greatest treasures for gifts they'll never forget. Join us for a heartwarming tale of sacrifice and devotion that reveals the true power of love. Let's dive into the greatest gift of all, a love story. I sat at our little table, counting the coins over and over, $1.87. That was it. I'd scraped together every penny I could, haggling with the grocer and the butcher until my face burned with shame. But it didn't matter. Tomorrow was Christmas, and I only had this pitiful amount to get something for Jim. Tears stung my eyes, and soon I flopped onto our shabby couch, sobbing. Life felt so hard sometimes, but after a while, I wiped my face and looked around our small flat. It wasn't fancy. The letterbox was broken. The electric bell never rang. But it was ours. Jim and I made it a home with our love, even though money was tight. I stood by the window, staring out at a gray cat slinking along a gray fence in our gray backyard. Christmas was coming, and I had to give Jim something special. He deserved it, my sweet, hard-working Jim. I'd dreamed for months of getting him something fine, something worthy of him. But with just $1.87, it seemed impossible. Then an idea hit me. I spun away from the window and rushed to the mirror, a cracked old pier glass between the windows. I'd learned how to catch my reflection in it, piece by piece. My hair tumbled down, rippling like a brown waterfall, all the way past my knees. It was my treasure, something I was so proud of. Jim loved it too, but Jim himself was my real treasure. I knew what I had to do. My hands shook as I pinned my hair back up, tears splashing onto the worn red carpet. I grabbed my old brown jacket and hat, the sparkle of determination in my eyes, and dashed out the door. Down the street, I found a shop with a sign. Madame. Sophronie. Hair goods of all kinds. I climbed the stairs, breathless, and faced Madame Sophronie, a big, cold woman who barely smiled. "Will you buy my hair?" I asked, my voice trembling. She told me to take off my hat, and down came my hair, shining and thick. $20, she said, lifting it with expert hands. "Give it to me quick," I replied, and in moments, my hair was gone. With $20 in my pocket, I felt light as air. For the next 2 hours, I raced through stores, searching for the perfect gift. And then I saw it. A platinum fob chain for Jim's watch. It was simple and elegant, just like him. It cost $21, leaving me with my original 87 cents, but it was worth it. I hurried home, clutching my prize. Back in our flat, I lit the gas and pulled out my curling irons. I had to fix what was left of my hair, short and choppy now. After 40 minutes, I had a head full of tiny curls. I stared at my reflection and whispered to myself, "If Jim doesn't kill me, he'll say I look like a Coney Island chorus girl." But what else could I do with so little money? I hoped he'd still think I was pretty. Later that afternoon, I made coffee and heated the frying pan for dinner. Jim was never late, and as 7 o'clock neared, I heard his steps on the stairs. My heart pounded. I sat on the table, the fob chain in my hand, waiting. The door opened, and Jim stepped in. He froze, staring at me with an expression I couldn't understand. It wasn't anger or surprise, just something deep and strange that scared me. I slid off the table and ran to him. "Jim, darling," I cried, "don't look at me like that. I cut my hair and sold it because I couldn't bear Christmas without a gift for you. It'll grow back. Please don't mind. Say Merry Christmas, and let's be happy. You don't know what a beautiful gift I got you." "You've cut off your hair?" he asked, like he couldn't believe it. "Yes, I sold it," I said. "But I'm still me, right? Don't you still love me?" He looked around, confused, then pulled a package from his coat. "Open this," he said softly. My fingers tore at the paper, and I gasped. Inside were the combs I'd adored in a Broadway shop window. Gorgeous tortoiseshell combs with jeweled edges, perfect for my hair that wasn't there anymore. I hugged them close, tears falling, then smiled up at him. "My hair grows fast, Jim." Then I remembered his gift. "Oh," I exclaimed, holding out the fob chain. "Look at this, Jim. I hunted everywhere for it. Now you can check the time all day. Give me your watch. I want to see it on." But Jim just flopped onto the couch, hands behind his head, and smiled. "Dell," he said, "let's put our presents away for now. They're too nice to use just yet." I sold my watch to buy those combs. We stared at each other, then burst into laughter and tears all at once. Our gifts were useless now, but that didn't matter. We'd given up our greatest treasures for each other, and that made our love the best gift of all. As we held each other tight, I knew this was a Christmas we'd never forget, a lesson in love and sacrifice that felt wiser than anything else in the world.